showering lots of love in my previous videos. And here I'm back with one more interesting recipe. So here I will be showing you all how to make your own bread. So yes, you can make your own breads at your home. And so stop using market breads with full of preservatives and make your own breads. Just few tips and tricks you want to learn, and believe me, you can also be able to make your breads. I know most of the people have this concept that bread, oh god, how to make and all, but you can. Yes. So now let's get started with our today's recipe, that is homemade sandwich bread. Now, yeast is an important ingredient for making bread. So always use fresh yeast. To activate yeast, we require two things. First is sugar and second is warmth. So whenever you will activate your yeast, always dilute sugar in that mixture. And second thing, how to provide warm temperature to yeast. So you can provide warm temperature with the help of your liquid ingredients. So we have to microwave our liquid ingredients till it comes at warm temperature, and when we will dissolve yeast in that liquid ingredient, it will get that warm temperature. So let's get started with today's video, and I've already uploaded related to yeast testing tutorial. That is a short tutorial in YouTube. You can also check. Okay, so let's start.
So here is my dry active yeast. Always use fresh yeast as I've informed earlier. And here is my castor sugar. This is milk and water. These are my liquid ingredients. So here first I will mix both milk and water together. Now I will microwave for 20 seconds till it come at warm temperature. Okay, so here I've done microwave. Now I will add sugar and then yeast. Then I will stir them properly and will cover with a lid and keep for 10 minutes. Yeast require 10 minutes to activate. And 10 minutes over, let's check. So yes, see, bubbles have come up. This mixture become very frothy. So yes, my yeast is activated and this mixture is completely ready to make. Here is my all-purpose flour. First I will mix oil and salt together. I've used normal oil which we use for making vegetables and almonds at home. Whatever oil you are using, you can use that. That's absolutely fine. Okay, now I will add this yeast mixture in maida and will make a soft dough. We have to add mixture of oil and salt at the end. So when your mixture will come in a dough form, then you have to take out in your working surface, and then we will knead it. Okay, so here I have taken with me 30 ml extra water, and whenever I will need, I will add. So total 180 ml of liquid ingredient we require to make this sandwich bread, this dough. Okay, so I've kept with me. Similarly, you can also do. So at the beginning, I've taken 150 ml of liquid ingredient, 100 ml milk and 50 ml water, and the remaining 30 ml I'm using right now while kneading my dough. Okay, now my dough my mixture came in the form of dough, so I've taken out and now I'm kneading it. Check out the process I'm kneading. How to knead your dough, your bread dough. How my hands are going. Exactly opposite direction. I'm stretching my dough. Okay, so in the same way you also have to stretch it in the opposite direction till your dough becomes soft. Yes, exactly at the opposite direction. After my dough will be ready, I will be adding that oil and salt mixture at the end. Why I am doing that? Because that oil and salt will kill your yeast. Yeast is the only ingredient, is an important ingredient for making bread. And if you add that at the beginning, what is the purpose? There will be no purpose and your dough will be not done. So always add at the end. And I will be continuing this process, the stretching process, until my dough will become soft. Here I will not be doing that window pane testing, and it's not needed to do. This dough will take around 10 to 12 minutes. After kneading properly 10 to 12 minutes, your dough will be completely done, and there will be no use of doing window pane testing. If you want, you can, but I am not doing. Even I don't do anytime. Just 10 to 12 minutes of kneading, my dough is done. Okay, so after my dough will be done, will be ready, and everything will be done, there is two process before baking, means two steps. First means we have to keep our dough for resting before baking. Two times we have to keep for rest. First time when we will keep, we have to cover our dough and keep, and second time we don't have to cover our dough. So yes, see, my dough is done and it's perfectly smooth. Now I'm stretching my dough, and now I will add the mixture of oil and salt, as you all can see. Now just I have to mix them together. And will add rest of the mixture and will take out on my working surface. And okay, so after that I will take out and knead on my working surface. So here I've taken out my dough and will knead it properly so that oil and salt will be mixed up properly. And now it's done, and see how I'm doing. I've made my dough in a form of ball and will keep inside my that bowl, and that bowl should be greased with oil. And now I will cling wrap and keep for resting till an hour, until my dough will be double in size. And yes, see, 1 hour completed, and you can check that my dough becomes double in size. Now let me open and will degas it, means I will punch in dough and diffuse all gas fill in my dough. And yes, it's done. So again I will take out my dough and will give it a sandwich bread form, and then I will keep in my that sandwich loaf tin. As you all can see, I have greased my tin before and kept ready. Properly do tuck from the boundary and from back, and then keep your dough on inside your tin, or also you can make directly on baking tray, but properly tuck your boundaries. Okay, and make sure that you have greased your tin or your baking tray. I have done before and kept ready. Okay, now I will again keep for rest this dough for an hour, and then I will go for baking. And yes, see, again it's double in size, as you all can see. Now I will milk wash. Means just I'm using pure milk, and will wash my, means just like washing, I will wash the top of my sandwich bread. and we'll sprinkle some seeds, mixture of seeds. Seeds is not necessary, it's upon you. If you have, you can. So it's optional, completely optional. These seeds are, even instead of seeds you can use these seeds, you can just keep blank, or sesame seeds also you can use. Okay, so now I will bake this sandwich bread at in my preheated oven at 180 for around 20 minutes. Okay, so my sandwich bread is done. Now let's demold it. How it's looking. I am just feeling hungry. Okay, now let's demold. So yes, this is my bread knife. With the bread knife, I'm just surrounding the boundary of my bread tin and just take it out. And yeah, it is. Yo. So as you all can see, we have done the sandwich bread video, everything from scratch. Now let's cut the slices and let me show you all how soft and spongy it came out, and that without any window pane testing also we got the perfect outcome. Look at the texture and this sponginess, this softness. Look, the texture. So do make at your home and do let me know how my video helped you out. I hope that you also come with delicious sandwich bread. Thank you for watching my video. If you like, do share, subscribe, and